1, 2, 3, ikimashou everyone! How's it going, Musa Squad? We have a brand new video for you guys today. This is a Great League video, last video before we go into the Ultra League. And as you can see, we're running a Dragonair, alolan, marowak, and drifblim. That's right, we are going double ghost here with a very spicy frontliner, right, with the Dragonair. So let's see how this goes, okay? Now, if you guys do like these videos, want to keep watching this kind of content, please leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. It really helps me out a lot. Anyway, let's hop into it. All right, and our first opponent is Haunter with a 0, all right? And we go ahead and go against a Mew here. So things are looking pretty okay because Mew typically has the elemental charge moves. So I don't necessarily need to shield, especially if they're running Surf or something like that. Wild Charge is a little bit more scary, but I can still deal with it. Now is a moment of truth. We're going to see what they are bringing up, and we're not going to shield this. We're going to let this go through. It is just a Surf, so that's looking very good for us here. And we're going to go ahead and farm them down. The Shadow plus a Dragon Breath is just a lot of damage. Now we do farm up a little bit extra. I kind of would have wished I just threw that Aqua Tail immediately and made my switch, but oh well. The good thing here is that we do have shield advantage, and even though they are going to be hitting us with the Night Slash, we can tank the first one, and then we can start lowering their attack, which is what we're hoping for here. So we do get that Icy Wind through, but they make a switch, very clutch switch by my opponent, into the regular Ninetales, right? Actually, it's a Shadow Ninetales. So this is a little bit scary, but Drifblim has done its job. We're going to go ahead and let it go down here. And Dragonair is very low, so we're not going to be using Dragonair at this moment. We're going to let this timer go through, and then we're going to bring in the alolan marowak. Bone Club, of course, will do a lot of damage, so we're hoping here to kind of just farm up a bit, especially because the Icy Wind from earlier lowered the Ninetales attack. So it's very crucial that we get a lot of energy versus the Surf-Etched, because of course Night Slash would do a lot of damage, and we need to have those shields up for that, so we are not going to be shielding anything here. It does put us a little bit low, so it makes me feel a little bit worried, but it's okay, guys. I think we got this one. They do actually make a switch there. We go straight for the first Bone Club here. And this will definitely force a shield out of my opponent, and I still have those 2 shields, so I'm going to try to make a switch to catch. Doesn't pan out this time. Unfortunate there, because now they get to farm up just a little bit extra, but things are very close, so I'm trying to farm them down, actually, because I think I need that Bone Club to finish off their Ninetales. But we do manage to almost farm down. Then there's a bit of lag, and I think my opponent realizes, so they go ahead and quit there. Now we're versus Gons 0897. Let's see what they're bringing to the table. So they are bringing a Swampert, so this is a pretty decent matchup for us here, especially because we can get to Aqua Tail. These matches were a little bit weird because of my connection, but it still ended up working out. Now they bring in the Wigglytuff, and we switch, right? We're going for the Bone Clubs, of course, because the Ghost type moves would do almost nothing because it's a normal type Pokemon in addition to the Fairy typing. And we're going to let this go through because either charge move is not very effective. Yeah, so there we go. So that's not looking too bad there. And we're really hoping that we can get this Wigglytuff out of here because it is very dangerous for our team. Fairy and normal, and we're Ghost and Dragon, right? So that's not easy at all to deal with. We do have a Shadow Ball ready to go, so we go ahead and throw this thing out. This would probably one-shot anything. I couldn't see what it was exactly, but they do shield. It's a Swampert there. So now we're up a shield, and we got energy on our Dragonair. So this might force a second shield, or it will get them very low. So yeah, they don't shield it here, but we're getting them super low. Now, we are going to probably shield this. Yeah, we do shield it. Okay. And make an immediate switch to try to catch without having to use too many shields here. So we're able to keep our shield advantage. Or not advantage, but parity, right? Now, they do bring in a Skarmory, and we are going for the Icy Wind. We want to drop that attack because we know that our Dragonair can finish this game for us here. And they don't shield. You know, I overcharged a bit just to see if I could get them to kind of bait on the shield bait, but they didn't fall for it. So here I go for another Icy Wind. And again, they're not shielding, and they are throwing their energy here. So we're going to go ahead and let this go through. And we're hoping that our Dragonair can finish the game for us here. So my idea here is to basically farm up to 2 Aqua Tails because I know they're not going to use their shields on the Skarmory. So I do end up having to shield here. But yeah, I want to get to those 2 Aqua Tails so that I can basically finish off their Swampert with a double Aqua Tail. So I do have it. So hopefully they don't have enough energy to do anything. I'm pretty sure they threw all their energy already. So they shield the first one, and just to be safe, I throw that second one. I could have probably just hit him with a Dragon Breath and it would have been a GG, but you got to be careful sometimes. But anyway, yeah, so that's a good game there. And let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Next opponent is 111 Ryu 111. So they really like those ones, huh? And another Swampert. This time it's a Shadow Swampert, so it's a little bit different. They're going to be doing a lot more damage to me than last time. So we do have to be careful here. And of course, this opponent goes straight into the Hydro Cannons. They don't wait for it. And we're going to let this one go through. And it hits really damn hard, guys. It's kind of crazy. Now, we do go for the Aqua Tail. This will do a lot more damage than last time as well, because they are Shadow also. And they do end up shielding there. And they make an immediate switch into the Ninetales. Now, this is very good for us because we have a Fire type, of course, in the back. And I can basically just wail on them with Fire Spin. I do go for a Bone Club there, and they beat me to the CMP tie. I was hoping not to have to take too much damage from their charge moves. But it didn't work out there. So I'm going to go ahead and throw out this Bone Club. And it doesn't take them out, but it gets them low enough where I can comfortably farm them down without having to deal with anything else. And I have a Shadow Ball ready to go here. So let's see if my opponent decides to shield this. If they do, then it makes me think that they don't have anything good in the back. But they don't shield it, and they bring in a Talonflame. And I am rushing to see if I can get to that Shadow Ball, and I just barely managed to get to it here. So of course, they have to shield this, or they're going to get too low, and they don't shield. So I think they probably weren't expecting me to get to a second Shadow Ball like that. Now, of course, my Dragonair is basically at 0 HP, so I'm not bringing that back in. And we do have 2 shields, so things are looking very good here. Drifblim is very tanky. I know it was probably a Flame Charge, but I didn't want to risk taking a Brave Bird to the face, right? So here, I'm just trying to farm down. I'm going to go ahead and shield again because they definitely have enough for Brave Bird. And I can pretty much finish them off there. And that is a good game. That was a very fun one, actually. I was kind of surprised with some of the moves that my opponent made. Anyway, next one is Daphne792. Let's go ahead and see what they're bringing to the table. Ah, okay. I remember this match. Yeah, so this match, I think, could have been a very close one. They do have a lot of Pokemon that counter my team, but I made a massive mistake. I don't shield the Night Slash, which is not a mistake, but then they get the attack boost, and then I don't throw the Aqua Tail in time because I miscalculated because they got the attack boost. So that basically seals the deal versus this team because I did not throw out the Aqua Tail. I didn't get a shield out of them, which would have given me shield advantage, which could have meant that I could have at least had some more play. It was looking bad already from the start. But man, that was just really frustrating there that happened to me. But we do manage to get a shield, and I don't like to surrender because I like to learn from my mistakes. That was a big mistake at the beginning, of course. So we're going to stay in this. Night Slash doesn't take us out even with the buff, which is nice to know for future reference. And I go for the Bone Club here to see if I can take them out. I do take them out, and then they bring in a Bastiodon, and I know that's definitely a game over. So then I do quit. Now this next opponent does bring in a Galvantula. So this is not too bad for us here. We're going to go ahead and wail on them with the Dragon Breaths. And we try to beat their lunge, but they actually get the CMP tie here, which is very unfortunate, but it's okay. It goes through, and then our Aqua Tail goes through now, but resisted. So that's kind of sucky, but I believe they'll shield this. Yeah, they do shield it, so that's nice. They switch, and I make the immediate switch too, and both of us... Oh man, that was just so lucky for me here. It was a simultaneous switch, but I got the definite advantage here because the alolan Ninetales is obviously going to do very bad versus this alolan marowak. So things are looking great. I've farmed up to past 100 energy, and then I don't throw any energy, which means that I have to now use a shield, unfortunately. But I do have almost 2 Shadow Balls ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and throw out a Bone Club versus this Stunfisk here. And this should get quite a big chunk out of them, yeah. And I get to another one, and I think I can get to a third one. I'm positive I can get to a third one before they take me down. And I get... No, I do not get to it. Okay, I guess the Mud Shot does do a lot of damage, right? Now, this is a very scary situation here. I do bring in the Drifblim, and they bring in the Galvantula, and we actually managed to finish them off. I don't know if we have enough to get to the Aqua Tail. Yeah, we just barely missed the Aqua Tail there. That would have been huge because that would have forced... The shield would have made this game a lot easier. But now, this is a very, very tough matchup at the end here. They have shield advantage because they had energy, but we also have very quick energy retention, right? Now, they don't shield, which surprises me a lot, to be honest, because That gets them very low. It puts me in a very comfortable situation here. The rock slide does come through. Luckily, it's been debuffed, and we got to go for another icy wind because there's the potential of the rock slide coming through, and we don't want it to knock us out. So hopefully this has debuffed enough for us to survive it. And it just barely debuffed it enough for us to survive, and we win it with the last hex there. That was a crazy matchup there. That last match was super fun. As you guys saw, this set was my first set with this team. I went 4-1. On my second set, I went 3-2. This team is very difficult. The Dragonair has a lot of weaknesses, but the big reason I tried this team out was because I know that Dragonair will be useful later on in the Retro Cup. It's ranked number 14th, right? The Shadow Dragonair. Regular Dragonair is ranked 42. But anyway, yeah, I wanted to get a more feeling of how that Pokemon works. And basically, I'm super excited for all of these new cups that they keep introducing. What do you guys think? Do you guys like these new cups, or do you prefer just the original Great League, Ultra League, Master League setup that they've always run? But anyway, guys, if you are still watching, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. It really helps me out. And I will catch you guys on the next one, okay? Sayonara!